How's it going, YouTube? It is a beautiful day to do car maintenance and just talk about what it costs to run a Volkswagen. Volkswagens kind of have this reputation for being bad on maintenance, and I want to show my experiences. There's that rumor that German cars cost more to do things like oil changes, and they really don't. They're not any more difficult. It's actually more difficult to do an oil change on my girlfriend's Prius than it is to do an oil change on the Jetta. Probably notice two things. Plastic dip is gone. It looked bad. The other thing you'll probably notice, other than the lack of plastic dip, is the windshield wipers. Why are they up? Whenever the key is turned on the car, my windshield wipers do that. For about 45 seconds, I'll call it. I don't know the exact amount of time, and they stop in a random place like that. You learn something new every time you work on cars and you modify cars, and in this circumstance, the stock airbox has this going to it, so it has this like breather going to it. It also has a vacuum hose connecting to the intake manifold right there with the little Volkswagen logo on it. I cut it and capped it with electrical tape. Now, that was the wrong way to do it, because I have come to find out that most likely what that goes to is the solenoid for like the intake manifold runner flaps. That's my other check engine light. I have two. That's my other one. Apparently that's supposed to have atmospheric pressure. That's why it was connected to the airbox. For right now, I'm just gonna stick a breather on it, like what I have up here. What I'm gonna do is just seal this with electrical tape, just so that I know no air is bypassing this breather, and I should be good to go. I just don't want all the dirt that is on this road going straight into my intake manifold. Alright, so I got the breather in. I got it all sealed up with electrical tape. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little like bracket here on the intake manifold that's like perfect for a zip tie. So it's all like, it's securely in. With that, let me get on to the next part, which is the oil change for the car. What you're gonna need, at least for a Volkswagen, I mean, you need basically the same stuff on any car, but specifically for my car, this is what I need. I need 6 quarts, 5.9 quarts to be exact, of 0W40 European formula oil. It's full synthetic. I usually use Castrol. I don't know why. I've heard Castrol's good to use. I like it. You need an oil filter. Some cars are like the plastic ones that you just screw in. This car is a little bit different. It uses a cartridge type filter, so it just looks like that. To get the drain pan off, you'll need like a socket wrench, or I've done it with an Allen key wrench before, but it's not recommended. It's not quite as easy. You need kind of a long one to just like torque it really well. You don't want to torque it too much, but more power never hurts. Also, you will need a T45 bit, Torx bit. Most of the screws on my car are Torx. So with a lot of European cars, especially German cars, you're going to need these like Torx star bits. My drain pan is a T45. I have this this jack right here. It's kind of a big one. It's meant for up to 3 tons. Jack stands also meant for up to 3 tons. And a brand new drain pan, because somehow my last one got a crack in it. Gloves. I don't always wear gloves, but it helps. You're supposed to heat up the car before you do the oil change, and sometimes the oil's kind of hot if you don't wait for it to like cool down long enough. So wear gloves. It'll prevent you making a mess, and yeah, you know. There's a crush washer on it, so make sure you don't lose that or you'll have to go get another one. I've had to go get another one before. It's not a big issue, but it's annoying. You have to drive to the dealership. It's like 50 cents, but don't worry about it. Just don't lose it. Alright, one more tool I forgot to mention that you'll need is channel locks to get the oil filter off. So it's easier to reach if you pop the engine cover off, and it just connects with these these little grommets. You just pull straight up, it comes out. Alright, so the old oil filter slides off like that, and then there's a rubber ring right there. So, ooh, crap. Yeah, so make sure that little dipstick is reading, because that's how it like senses your oil level. You get your new oil filter and you slide it on and down in, just like that. And then when you get your new oil filter, it'll always come with a new rubber ring. So you'll just put a little bit of new or old oil on that ring so it doesn't get all like gunked up and seize, and then you'll put it around the housing like it was, and it just screws back into the car the other direction. Alright, and you'll know it's on securely because it's just not going to turn anymore. You don't have to force it. It'll just kind of reach a stopping point. I actually forgot a funnel. Top bend is the max fill, the bottom bend is the minimum fill. We are right about here. So we're like 2/3 up the fill line. It's perfect. Usually I fill it a little bit more, but I also usually don't dribble that much. So yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning up and then we'll start her up. I'm actually, as you can see behind me, I'm editing the video right now. I just wanted to clear up one thing. So the windshield wipers that I showed in the beginning of the video, I figured out what the issue was. When I went to examine the wires, part of the wiring harness was like sawed through. I don't know what the previous owner did. I don't know why it didn't start immediately when I got the car, and it took like a year for it to actually happen. But I'll put pictures here. I have like one picture. What we did, we stripped each end of the wires, twisted them together, and then electrical taped each one, electrical taped the harness together. The windshield wipers are working now. I don't have any of that issue. Yeah, it's just a super weird issue. I have no idea why it happened, but I just wanted to touch on it, let you guys know it is fixed. That's not Volkswagen's fault. I apologize for the misleading information.